I'm giving you 5 Netflix anime that each feel like a different genre of what did I just watch, and I'm ranking them by who they'd be perfect for. It's me, your favorite senpai, and I wanted to shine a little bit of light on Netflix and what they've been doing for the anime community. I'm highlighting 5 anime, not in any particular order, but some anime that are exclusively on Netflix or available to watch there. So if you have Netflix, you need to check these anime out. If you want a show that starts wild and somehow gets even more emotionally brutal, this is the one. Devilman Crybaby was released worldwide on Netflix on January 5th, 2018. The animation studio was SARU. A kind-hearted teen becomes fused with a demon to fight other demons, while society around him starts to crack under fear and paranoia. Look, this is fast, fearless storytelling, surreal animation style, and it's less about the monster battles and more about what people do when they panic. Let me just tell you, while watching this anime, I didn't know what to expect. It continued to subvert my expectations, and the way that it ends is not a Hollywood ending. This is a painful anime, and I think about it quite often. This is not a starter anime. If you haven't watched anime before, maybe you check one of the other ones out first. But if you like something that's dark, grimy, and is going to tickle your dark fantasy, Devilman Crybaby is it. Watch if you want something intense, adult, and unforgettable. Now, let's jump into something grimy, funny, and completely unhinged. This one feels like a dirty street punk fantasy with a comedy streak. Then it punches you with horror. That's Dorohedoro, an anime adaptation produced by MAPPA, streamed worldwide on Netflix, May 2020. Kamen wakes up with a lizard head and missing memories, so he hunts the sorcerer responsible, while the city around him is basically magical crime meets survival. The tone is the magic trick. Gruesome one minute, then genuinely funny the next, and the world feels lived in and disgusting in a weirdly charming way. The fact that there is magic in this noir world that has grit, and these wizards aren't just hat-wearing Gandalfs, but actually like street thugs and mafia members. This show mixes the underworld with magic, and they do it so well. Watch if you're into gritty fantasy, bizarre humor, and mysteries that drip atmosphere. Now let's go from grimy magic to neon tragedy. This is the show that made people re-download the game and then cry. Premiering on Netflix September 13th, 2022, I'm talking about Cyberpunk Edgerunners. Produced by Studio Trigger with CD Projekt Red. A street kid in Night City gets pulled into a world of Edgerunners, outlaw mercenaries trying to survive a system designed to chew people up. It's the perfect storm. Trigger's kinetic action, a setting that feels oppressive, and characters you end up caring about fast. This anime feels like a neon fever dream. Between the action, the kinetic energy, and the stakes. This anime is pure pain. It won Anime of the Year at the 2023 Crunchyroll Anime Awards, and it was well deserved. Watch if you want stylish action with real emotional weight. Alright, now for the prestige mystery sci-fi that feels like a top-tier thriller. This feels like a crime thriller, but the biggest question is, can a robot have a soul? Released on Netflix October in 2023, I'm talking about PLUTO. This was animated by Studio M2. It's only 8 episodes, but each one is roughly 50 to 71 minutes long, so it's like mini movies. Europol Detective Geist, forgive me for the pronunciation, investigates a string of murders targeting both humans and the world's most advanced robots. It's not action first. It's dread, mystery, and ethics, like a sci-fi prestige TV anime edition. Something a lot of people may not realize is that it's a retelling of Astro Boy through a more adult lens. Astro Boy is one of the main characters in this show, and I actually enjoy how they remade his character to look a little bit more human. Watch this if you like detective stories, serious sci-fi, and emotional slow burns. This is not for kids. Now let's switch gears to something louder, brighter, and straight up Studio Trigger chaos. A girl turns into a beast person overnight, and the city she runs to is basically a powder keg. This is an original series by Studio Trigger, and it was released in 2020. I am talking about BNA, Brand New Animal. Michiru suddenly becomes a beastman and escapes to Anima City, where she teams up with Shiru while uncovering what's really happening to beastmen. This has Studio Trigger's signature all over it. Bold design, big movements, big emotions, plus a setting that mixes safe haven vibes with political tension. This is one of your classic Studio Trigger anime where you are watching in awe just purely for the animation. The story itself is amazing as well. I could only imagine being turned into a beast person, thinking I'm going to a safe place only to be stuck between a political war. Watch if you want a fast, stylish series that still has themes under the hood. Now, comment which one of these 5 is your number 1 and tell me what Netflix anime I missed. Also, I want to talk about more anime on different networks, so if you have any other suggestions, I'm all ears. I'm looking to build a compendium of anime for people to watch as they start their journey. It's your favorite senpai slash Sherpa, Senpai Silva, and I'll be back next week with another anime recommendation video. I hope you guys are staying safe, and Senpai says,